Hello and welcome to the Wake Up and Coach channel. My name is James Martin, and in this video, I'm going to share a past training that I did with some clients at a retreat, which allowed them to seal the deal using their messaging, and I want to share it with you. So without further ado, we'll get into it in just a moment, but please take a moment and subscribe and follow this channel. I hope you enjoy this free training. Have fun with what you're doing. All right, so my name is James Martin. I'm one of the group facilitators, and as you're coming in, you can drop a hashtag live or a hashtag replay. And as always, if you get value from this, please drop a hashtag value and we'll deliver more goodies to you. So without further ado, I want to pop in these slides to make it easy for you to follow along and understand. But there are certain strategies to get your message across. Let me slide this over. Hashtag live. Woohoo! Love that. Awesome. Oh, yeah. By the way, there's a little link right above me. If you click it, it'll take you off Facebook for just a moment, long enough to identify who you are. And this way we'll see who you are instead of a Facebook user. But I appreciate you showing up and for taking time to, watch this short video. So there are certain strategies that you can use on these free platforms. Facebook is mainly where I do most of my work. And you can get your message across and seal the deal before you ever even get on a call or do a call to action. And in today's ever-changing social media environment, and I mean, it's changing literally by the day, moment, sometimes sound business strategies are going to be your fastest and easiest way to get traction with your business. And there's just a few key things that you need to know. It doesn't have to be like this super drawn out process. If it's easy for you to understand, it'll be easy for your clients to understand, your prospective clients, and it'll make it easy to run your business so you can have some fun with it. Let's begin with knowing your audience. The first step to getting your message across is to know your audience. Right? What are their needs, desires, and pain points? What is it that they're really struggling with? What language do they speak? Right? An illustration of that could be if someone is, they are doing, let's go with nutrition, a nutrition coach. So if people are talking about macros, talk about macros if your audience is talking about that. If they're talking about keto, then use the verbiage surrounded around that topic. What are their preferred channels of communication? Do they really like Facebook? Do they like videos? Do they like to be in a Facebook group where it's more private? Do they like YouTube? Do they like TikTok, right? So what are the channels of communication that you can get your information in front of them so that they can consume it? Once you know your audience, you can tailor your message to meet their needs and preferences. And this is one of my favorite things to teach people is let your audience tell you, right? Ask questions. Don't be afraid to have someone take a survey and, dig deep and ask questions that are going to open up Pandora's box, so to speak, and give you the information you need to put in front of your dream clients. And they're like, that's exactly what I was looking for. And you're like, oh, I didn't think of it. You told me. I just went and did the research because I know what I'm talking about in this certain area, right? And then use clear and concise language. The key to getting your message across is to use clear and concise language. I remember quite some time ago, I was building a funnel for someone and I got into the geek speak, right? Because I was learning this new thing and I started talking about KPIs and the metrics and the different areas of the funnel, and I just watched them glaze over, right? And so it wasn't clear. It wasn't concise. That person got confused. And if we do that with our messaging on social media, it does the exact same thing to your audience. They're like, what the heck is this person talking about? So have a goal in mind of will this resonate with someone on a simplistic level, right? And it's meant to just do that. Can they clearly understand it? One of my favorite tools, which I don't have the kids in the house anymore, but I would tell it to one of my kids, 10 and under, if they understood it, I knew I had a winner chicken dinner, because, we can use these little short sentences, right? And avoid jargon. And if they can understand it, then, obviously your audience will understand it. So again, use short sentences. I probably should have shared my screen, but essentially you can, like if you're putting it on Facebook, different than email, different than, you know what I mean? But I'm going to use Facebook here. So there comes a point when you're going across the post space, right? And it does a line break. If you can keep as few line breaks as possible and avoid those technical terms, speak like you would speak to a friend, right? Your audience, they're not going to understand all the jargon. They're not going to read paragraphs. They're going to quick bulleted information, and it's not hard to do. And you can have to actually even craft in stories with that. I love putting stories and connecting the facts with the story, so it makes it easier for them to understand. You can illustrate your point by doing that, right? We've been telling stories since the cave days. Drawing on the wall and grunting, we were telling stories about how to get things done, and we are wired. It's in our DNA, right? So if you can use those examples and stories to illustrate the technical terms or the jargon, it'll make your message more relatable and have people leaning in and paying attention to what you're putting in front of them. We want to focus on the benefits, not the features, right? All too often, it's got 15 modules and 40 hours of this. Who cares about all that? What's it going to do for me? And that's what your dream client's looking at. What's in it for them? It just makes it so much easier, because all they want to know is, what does your product or service solve for me, right? And if you can get a clear, concise picture in their mind of what it does, you have a home run. Another question that you can use to see if your messaging is concise and to the point is, how does it make your customer's life easier or better or improve it? Think about that. How does your messaging, how's it going to improve the reader, your customer? How's it going to improve their life? How's it going to make it easier? How's it going to make it better, add quality to their life? By focusing on the benefits, you can make your message more compelling and persuasive without trying to be salesy. You can just make it persuasive by showing what's in it for them. Some of this may seem super obvious, yet many of us can get caught up in the aspect of talking at our audience versus talking to your audience. You need to, this is what, and it's, if we can together change that, you're going to find that you will, like me, be able to find just the right people. You don't need 1,000 people. You just need a small group of people that you can help and serve, and they'll bring others to you. And you can do that by talking to them, not at them, right? So tell them what's in it for them. Get on the other side of the table. Be part of their experience while they're reading it or viewing the video, and make them feel like they're understood, right? If you can make them feel understood, you've knocked down most of the objections right there. Another one is to use social proof. Social proof is a powerful tool for getting your message across. Anyone here use the reviews at Amazon when you're buying something, or if you go to another town, you look at what is that called? Yelp, right? If you're looking for restaurants, and they'll tell you, you can read what people say about the foods. That helps people make decisions. These testimonies, these reviews, these case studies and endorsements from influencers, by the way, if you can get those too, they're going to move the needle quick, because people are going to say, this person really knows what they're doing. If you can put real life testimonies in front of them, case studies, showcase what you do through the lens of other people, and it's so much more powerful. And by highlighting the experiences they have using your products, your services, right? You can build trust and credibility with your audience from Jump Street. As soon as you can showcase that you can get the job done, people catapult you to authority almost immediately. And last, and certainly not least, we must have a strong call to action to seal the deal. You need to have a clear call to action in your message. Don't be afraid to say, Click the link below, or you know what I mean. If you're doing a video, if you're crafting a post for Facebook, you can say something as simple as, check out the first comment below, or if it's a pin post, you can put a link directly on it. Hey, let's chat, and put a link to it. Use that as a pin post to drive traffic to your booking calendar. I use Calendly, I don't know, or your funnel, or whatever you're going to do. But make sure you have a strong call to action in your message so that people know what to do. And your call to action doesn't always need to be, and this is one of my golden rules, actually platinum rules, is 80-20. I will give 80% value tips, give them the wins. I'll give it to them. And 20% ask for, hey, let's get on the call. Hey, check out this thing. Hey, join my group, whatever it is. Sometimes it can be even something as simple as getting them to engage, right? So what is it that you want your audience to do? Whether it's make a purchase, sign up for a lead magnet, schedule a consultation, be clear and specific about what you want, what action you want them to take. And here's a clear example, right? Here's a real world example. I'm going to do it right in front of you. If you got some value from this short video training, drop a hashtag value bomb below. All right. So let's start the week off with a bang and carry it through the rest of your week. I'm sending out some really cool, positive vibes for you. And if you have any questions about this training, just reach out. I'm always here to help. Believe it or not, people are like, yeah, but don't be afraid. I will help you faster than most people will, because I just have a huge passion to create a network of health coaches, healers, and just make it a network of people who serve with each other instead of feeding upon each other. All right. So I hope you have a wonderful day. There she is. I know her. I hope you're doing well today, Chrissy. It's nice that you popped in. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And next week, I'll be back with some more training. I'm going to dovetail off of that into some action items that you can take using what I shared with you today. We'll talk soon. Have a wonderful week. It's my pleasure to be one of the facilitators in this group. Peace.